Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is the Cancer Moon Tarot, and today I'm going to be pulling a collective message for everybody who clicked on this reading, just to see what we need to hear, what we need to know. Just know that you are all extremely welcome here, and that you found this video at exactly the right time. Okay. So this is a collective reading, and we are just going to be seeing what the tea is. I'm hearing the word marriage. So for some of you guys, yeah, I'm just getting this feeling of like marriage, or like the priest that, or the guy that like does the marriage thing. Whoa. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Huh. Okay. Okay, so after pulling some cards, this energy is very, very interesting. So the first kind of thing I was picking up on with this Hierophant was marriage. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing like an actual wedding that you're going to be having soon. If you are engaged and you've been planning your wedding for a while and now it's coming up soon, that could be a sign that you really know this is for you. This could also be for some of you, I'm also hearing an arranged marriage. So it just feels like there is some sort of authority or higher ups here that are a bit in charge, or either approving of this, or this is just some sort of contract you're signing with somebody, or for some of you it just feels like approval. It just feels like approval. So we got the King of Wands energy here that is focusing on this Hierophant, and then we've got the Queen of Wands that's focusing on the Hermit, which is very interesting that the King and the Queen came out exactly like one after the other. So it's almost saying like, once this person, you know, came to the conclusion, yes, I want this contract with you, I want this marriage with you, I want this future with you, the other person got to that shortly after as well. Now, what's interesting to me is that the King and the Queen are looking in opposite directions, but that doesn't mean such a bad thing here. Okay, so this King of Wands energy, lizards could be significant to you. Gold jewelry could be significant to you, could mean something. Somebody also is coming across as a lot more authoritative than they really are, but not in a very negative way. But I just see somebody like holding the staff, making it seem like they're got a lot more control or authority than they really do. Okay, it's giving a, somebody is kind of putting on a bit of a show or a bit of a mask here, but it's not too bad. As long as this Queen of Wands can see through it, or as long as you can kind of see through it. I mean, look, the Queen almost has exactly the same stick. You know, so even when I put them up like this, it's like they're actually quite on the same level here, but there's something about the King of Wands that wants to appear on a bit of a higher level here, and that's okay. The Queen of Wands is also on a high level. The Queen of Wands is also extremely protected, okay? With this black cat coming out here, I feel like this Queen is extremely protected. There's protection. No harm can kind of come her way, okay? So it could be a case of this King of Wands is looking on the outside for answers and for approval and for confirmation. And the Queen is looking within herself for approval and confirmation of this connection. So it could be some sort of arranged marriage that you find yourself in, where, you know, the kin is kind of just getting answers or approval from everyone else around them, and the Queen is kind of just looking within her, trying to get the answers and approval within herself. But I see that it all kind of leads to the same answer, the same agreement, the same wanting the same things here. Okay, it's like the answers lead to the same thing, whether the king asks on the outside or whether the Queen asks on the inside. The answer is yes. The answer is proceed. Proceed with caution, I just heard, but proceed. Not that you need to be cautious, but, or maybe before you needed to proceed with caution, and now you don't have to anymore. Anyway, we've got hold your vision coming out here, and the moon. The energy is gaining momentum here, okay? So something that somebody wished upon a long time ago, or somebody made a wish about you, or you made a wish about them, or some sort of wish to come together, now it's finally gaining momentum, is what I'm hearing. Things are finally kind of coming together quite nicely. And I do also just see, for some of you, somebody like leading this into succession. 444 on the timer when I read this. Yeah, that could be the universe approving this, you know. That could be the universe approving this. That could be the universe like divinely protecting this connection, divinely protecting whatever it is. And I mean, this could also be some sort of a business contract. You know, I just see two people working together, coming together, deciding, is this the right person for me? And the answer seems to be yes. The energy is gaining momentum. Because of all this pink here, I do feel like it's some sort of romantic connection. Okay, we've got forgiveness, balance, and then sexuality coming out here. But I don't want to show that sexuality so much. Archangel Zadkiel, Dokil, and Anael is coming out here, if that means anything to you. Okay, so there is forgiveness coming through here. We've also got peace on the bottom of the deck, and we also have the 10 of Cups. It seems with this 10 of Cups here and with this Hermit on all these tarot cards, I'm feeling a sense of like logic. I'm feeling a sense of like things not being so spiritual and up in the arms of the universe and fate, but also things being a bit more like literally signing a contract, literally reading the clauses, being quite technical to a certain degree about creating this reality. It literally the Fool of Cups in reverse is what I was trying to explain. You know, the Fool upright is somebody who just jumps and goes for it, and the Fool in reverse is somebody who really takes their time to think about this, and it looks good. And I mean, in the moment, you guys could both actually be thinking, discerning, but I feel like spiritually your hearts are still connected. You guys both want the same thing. Okay, forgiveness is coming out here. There could be I don't know, maybe, yeah, somebody needed to forgive somebody, you needed to forgive yourself, this person needed to forgive themselves, but there is finally peace coming through here. Okay, there is finally peace coming through here. There's balance within this connection. There could be two people who are like kind of on their high horse, or a bit too proud, or a bit too loud and proud, or whatever the case is, but things finally seem to be balancing out here, especially perhaps for this Queen of Wands. Okay, especially for this Queen of Wands here, I'm just seeing them kind of coming into balance, coming into herself, and the King of Wands really taking note of that and really being like, wow, you're doing the damn Duke. She's looking within herself. She's looking within herself for that guidance. She's looking to trust herself. She's taking this seriously, but she's also taking herself seriously. And as she's doing this, she's projecting somebody capable. I am seeing the desert behind you. So the desert or the sand could mean something to you. the winter time. Somebody could be going away for isolation, because the Hermit is isolation. Somebody could be going somewhere during the winter time to isolate. Okay. But with all the sunflowers, the balance, the forgiveness, it seems like things are coming back into balance here. Okay. Let's get some advice moving forward. This message was pretty straightforward, which was nice. Let's get some advice for whatever's going on here. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Starseed, what lights you up? Crumbling, what are you clinging to? Okay, so whatever introspection this Queen of Wands is going through, it's deep introspection. Okay, we got the Starseed here. What lights you up? What lights you up? Okay, now let's get some more advice and then we can get to the bottom of it all. Yeah, just don't stand your ground. Yeah, so this is literally the card I was thinking about when it came out. Protect your energy and stand your ground, like briefly came out. Okay, so you're definitely being asked to, whichever one you relate to, the King of Wands or the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Wands, you're definitely being asked to just stand your ground, stand in your truth. Okay, and your truth is always going to lead to the place you need to. I'm also just noticing how at the, where these two cards are, by their chest area, they've got almost this like these veins coming up, but it does really represent the sun and the fire coming from the heart space, so again, this could be the King of Wands here, this could be the Queen of Wands, like peace, like coming to peace with everything that's happened and forgiving everything that's happened. Okay, or if this is some sort of arranged marriage that you find yourself in, like kind of just being at peace with it and forgiving the situation and allowing it to happen. Wow. End of a cycle, eternal love, and you're already doing it. Keep going. Yeah, okay, so end of a cycle. There could have been some sort of separation here. Okay, or you're finally coming to a new cycle in your life with this person. Okay. End of a cycle. Yeah, you could just be turning a new chapter with this person and perhaps taking it a bit more seriously. Perhaps you guys are, yeah, that's literally what I feel. I just feel like things kind of becoming a bit more serious. Like the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are two very, very passionate individuals with a lot of individuality, but them kind of like deciding on the same turf, if I can use that word, to take things up a notch, to make things a bit more serious. End of a cycle. Whatever came before that is, it's done now. You're moving forward and you're already doing it. So if you needed to hear a message about stop overthinking, you're already doing it. You're already in the process of this. You're already moving towards your eternal love. Okay, and sometimes it needs to look ugly before it can look good. If things feel ugly, because I mean, these two cards compared to each other, the one looks a lot darker than the other. And sometimes it needs to look ugly first before it can look good. Okay. So yeah, you're already facing your true north. You're already facing the direction you need to be going in. And that direction is leading you to eternal love. We also had sexuality coming out below there. Okay, so there could be a lot of sexual chemistry between the two of you. But yeah, with this eternal love, this is what you're stepping into. And if this is some sort of arranged marriage, it just looks good for you two. Maybe you guys are being brought together by fate, by destiny. Okay, and you're looking for the tools around you. You're looking for the tools within you to take this to the next level, and you've got it all. You really do. Okay. So yeah, that was the message here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope that helped. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.